East China Sea, April 1945. World War II is nearing its end. The Japanese Empire, exhausted after a string of crushing defeats, still holds one final trump card, the super battleship Yamato. The largest battleship ever built, Yamato was the pride of the Imperial Japanese Navy. Yet, its destiny had already been written, to embark on a one-way mission. This is the story of its final sortie, a blazing moment of glory, before vanishing forever beneath the waves. Spring 1945. The Allies launched their assault on Okinawa, the last stepping stone to Japan's home islands. It is one of the bloodiest battles of the Pacific War, with hundreds of thousands of troops engaged. Japanese High Command knows the fall of Okinawa will bring the war to their doorstep.
All options.
In desperation, they craft a plan. Send Yamato and her escorts on a suicide mission. Charge directly into the American fleet, then beach the ship and use it as a stationary fortress until the very last shell is fired. The plan was codenamed Tengo, Heavenly Operation. Every sailor aboard Yamato knew this was a death mission, and yet they were ready to go. For honor, for country. Morning of April 6, 1945. The harbor of Tokuyama echoes with a long, mournful horn. Yamato trembles, then slowly glides away from the pier. On deck, over 3,300 sailors, many of them barely in their 20s, watch the land fade into the horizon. Some write farewell letters.
My dear.
Others simply stare at the sea in silence, whispering prayers. The atmosphere is solemn, heavy, but resolute. What they do not know is that American reconnaissance planes have already spotted them. From the moment they left port, Yamato was sailing straight into a trap. The East China Sea was calm, the Japanese fleet silently pushing south. Suddenly, a deep rumble rolled across the horizon, like distant summer thunder. At first it was a faint hum, but it grew louder and louder, until the very surface of the sea seemed to tremble. More than 380 American aircraft from 11 carriers descended at once, forming a vast storm cloud of death overhead. The stillness shattered as alarm sirens wailed and anti-aircraft guns roared to life. Shock and tension gripped the entire fleet. The final battle had begun. Double asterisk. Yamato's anti-air batteries open up with everything they have. Over 150 guns blaze, filling the sky with steel and fire. Dozens of planes are shot down, but there are too many. Bombs begin to hit the deck, shaking the ship violently. Explosions tear through the superstructure. Sailors are thrown off their feet. Many never rise again. Yamato's anti-aircraft guns roared, tracing fiery arcs across the sky as American planes dove, unleashing bombs and rockets. The main guns thundered, blasting apart some attackers. The assault kept coming. Officers shouted orders as sailors fed shells non-stop, turning the ship into a living fortress amid fire and smoke. Yet that iron will was soon drowned beneath the relentless, overwhelming waves of enemy attack. Torpedoes slam into the port side, and Yamato starts to list heavily. A final wave of torpedoes strikes home. Yamato rolls past 120 degrees. The massive ammunition magazines ignite. A blinding fireball erupts, reaching skyward like a miniature sun. The explosion is so powerful, it sends shock waves across the sea. In an instant, the mightiest battleship ever built is gone, along with over 3,000 souls. Only about 280 men survive, plucked from the oil-stained waves. They will become the last living witnesses of Yamato's glory and her tragedy. The sinking of Yamato was more than the loss of a ship. It marked the end of the battleship era. And yet, Yamato did not sink in history. It became a symbol of perseverance, sacrifice, and the unyielding spirit of those who went to sea, knowing they would never return. Today, Yamato rests over 300 meters below the East China Sea, a silent monument to the thousands who perished with her. The legend of Yamato is not just the story of a ship, but a timeless reminder of war, honor, and sacrifice. If this story moved you, hit like and subscribe to witness more epic battles and untold histories from the seas of the past.